Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be diving back into Menace for our Redacted Season 2. We got to check out a little bit of the patch in the end of our last campaign, but not very much of it, so we're going to be diving back in and giving it a look from the start. We're going to see how the additional supplies play out. With the kind of counterbalance of more supplies. And promotions no longer cost supplies, but squaddies individually are more expensive. So we're going to see how that plays out. I want to see how the construct update does for the end game. Really curious to see how this all goes. So this time we're going to be playing on expert difficulty, and the goal for this is I've played this game quite a bit at this point, so we're gonna cut out a lot of the kind of background thinking, hemming and hawing, and try and streamline things a bit. Have an operation per episode. I'll go over the lore, descriptions of items that I actually use or interact with. I won't really go into things that I'm not engaging with. And if you have questions, you can leave comments and I'll try and fill in the blanks, the little parts that I'm missing. So with that, let's go. Oh, expert mode is very punishing, so it is going to be a time and a half to do this, but we're going to get through it. We're going to do it. It's going to be okay. For now, we just kind of have the intro playing in the background. For anyone new, welcome in. We'll be kind of engaging with the story. If you want me fully engaged, Season 1 will be better for that. This one, I still love this story. I'm still going to read stuff, go into things. Yeah, you can hear things are not going well. Breach, breach, anomaly, critical, critical, atomize, shorn, breach, lockdown, lockdown. Yeah, everything's gone horribly, horribly wrong. So, I'm trying to collect some of the information from this, but it very much seems like something went very, very wrong as we went through the gate. But, yeah. I'm trying to think of other things that are going to be different. Ooh! If you would like a squaddie in this campaign, leave me a comment, and I'll get you added in. You can see how many people make it to the end. Because being a squaddie is not... Oh! Remember that if you're new. That'll come up again later. But squaddie surviving can be iffy.
Then he is all we have left. Bring him in.
That's me!
Major, I am First Lieutenant Hayflick,
Hey,
lead
Hayflick.
intelligence officer for the Wayback mission.
Good to see you
To
again.
be blunt, the impetus
Oh,
suffered a
look how
disstraightening
fucked our
accident
ship
coming out
is.
of the gate. Survivors are in the minority. You,
Yeah.
Major,
85% casualties is an
commander for the
insane
mission.
number. Just like for the record, that is a
hazing
number
tablet
that
are on the
is
table.
unbelievably high. Ah, it's this asshole. All my Zama haters in chat. I hate this man.
But your little secretary has
Oh.
already informed you
I really wish I could just shoot him.
Coming through the wall.
Oh god, why can't we fight
The
him?
entire command staff killed, was it?
Yep.
Condolences.
Yep.
But as terrible as your losses might be, I wish to remind you that your residence here did not come cheap for me either.
See, this is why we hate him.
Your expense
This
has
line.
been in lives.
Mine in political capital. Yeah, go fuck
About
yourself,
time
Zama.
you core welders almost made
Ugh.
even on your trades.
Hate this guy.
If I may give you one recommendation, TC,
Yeah, Marine.
do
Don't try and make good with the neighborhood. He's...
But while you learn to dance with these
when this game
factions
comes
and
out fully,
folks,
I so hope
be
that you
sure
can
not to
just
step on too
kill
many
him.
toes.
He's so frustrating,
not
so
your
cruel,
beloved
so rude.
co-workers.
I just
There are
despise
only so
this
many
man.
mistakes
Oh
one
my
can
god.
make in a system,
But
absent of second chances.
hopefully, expert mode goes well for me. It's
You know,
been
Welcome
kind
to
of
the
rough
Wayback.
so far, so we'll see how I handle
End
things.
of line.
Get out of here,
Apologies,
Zama.
Major. The comms team is new and was unaware of alert procedures.
That's okay,
before
we're all
patching
pretty
someone
new
through.
right now.
However, that was indeed Field Marshal Zama, leader
Oh,
of the
kitty cat.
planetary Jingwei. We are not to interfere with their operations.
Fine.
More on the relationship between the core worlds and the Wayback can be found in the Impedia.
Understood.
Now, let's get you acquainted with the strategic map.
Hey, and then we fade in. We are not doing a tutorial, so I'll try and explain some basics as we go. But it's going to be a little bit of a ride if you're new.
My loins are girded for the days ahead.
Thank you, Achilles. Last time we had Darby, Lim, Pike, and Rewa as our starting team. This time we're keeping Darby and Pike. They're both real good. We're going to be using Carta and Achilles. Carta is mostly here to offset Achilles, and she's a very fun character. I really want to try Achilles. I haven't got to use him much. Bog, we saw a lot in the last campaign, and I don't like him until late game. And Tech has abilities that just aren't helpful early game. I don't think I can get through expert mode if I run him. So we're running these four. Let's get in there. Okay, welcome to the Wayback. To start, we have lots of options. You can see there's tons of missions. There's just one over here. We got some information from Hayflick before we begin.
The black market is run by a man simply known as Manadar the Monitor.
This never comes
They
up
make an
again.
agreement, and he arranges the
We just have
business.
this name and that's it.
Ordinarily, unacceptable for a TCR vessel to conduct such business. But given the state of the impetus, we will have to bend some rules to
Oh
survive.
yeah?
Of why
My
use
cat's
is
saying
a
hi to
law,
Hayflick.
following it leaves no one alive to follow it, right?
Hayflick
Strangely
is
enough,
so pure.
Intel has been completely unable to locate
Doing her
the Monitor's
best.
actual position, though it may be the case that someone in the Wayback knows.
Due to the planetary Jingwei's decay, Waybackers no longer have faith in fiat currencies. A barter economy has returned to the Wayback, one which you will have to engage with to arm and equip your soldiers. There's no money, we buy and sell things with materials.
Major, Intel has something for you.
Per TCR reunification H&M protocol, unselected Marines have been deployed on community outreach initiatives. Of course, we can always countermand those orders if need be. However, as part of the Wayback mission, Clause 9 of the Expediatory Force Act has been activated, opening our roster to reinforcement outside of normal TCR guidelines. These are individuals assessed to be SL status worthy.
Service is always
Question of hiring Waybackers versus retrieving our Marines is one I leave to you, Major. SLs can be found via purchasing intel dossiers in the black market. Yeah, so basically, that text isn't fully accurate. We buy dossiers from the black market, and you get who you get, you don't pitch a fit. So we're going to have to roll with whatever we get access to. To start with, we only have one option. We have to go do a thwart invasion on the Backbone. It is a temperate forest planet run by the Backbone faction. We can look over here. Seeing themselves as the true rulers of the system, the Unbent have turned their bountiful Earth-like planet into a massive military-industrial complex. The notion of ulterior motives does not enter our analysis of them whatsoever. Despite their thorny exterior, they are very forward about their intentions of one day ruling the Wayback. Rulers of the Backbone come to power via a complicated election process wherein certain candidates must sacrifice a piece of themselves physically. This ensures they are all in for fulfilling the role, and also that they do their best for the very constituent their crippled bodies must now depend on. Which is why Xiao Zhao is missing her arms. We're getting in there. This is a thwart invasion. A large pirate fleet secretly gathered over the past months while amassing ships. This is atypical for pirates, but the goals are lofty. The invasion plans to loot as much as possible until dispersing again. Already, local forces are overwhelmed and need our help. Yeah, kitty cat? He wants to say hi. This planet is temperate, forest, rock, civilized, Earth-like planet. So we'll see, pretty standard things. We gotta begin. So we get a little bit of trust with the Backbone that'll make them like us more. At the start, we don't actually have a lot of choices for this one. We got hunt down Saboteurs. Ahead of the main force, the pirates send out saboteurs and infiltrators aboard small civilian ships to prepare for the invasion. Search the designated area and clear out all saboteur units that manage to slip through our security screens. So the main goal for this mission is hunt down and destroy 70% of the enemy saboteurs. We have to complete the mission without losing anybody. That's what I'll call. That one comes up a lot. That'll be do it clean. We have to complete the mission with less than 60% of civilians dead. That is a less common one that's specific to mission type. Complete the mission within 12 rounds. That'll be my phrase, is do it quick. Destroy less than 3 structures, don't break anything, and we have to defeat a specific unit, the Saboteur Ringleader. For a lot of these missions, there'll be a specific unit you have to take out. And so, mainly, doing this quick, that's going to be really hard. The timers are pretty tight, and expert mode is real tough to do that. So, we're trying to do 4 of the 5 sub-objectives is my goal, in addition to completing the mission. It's a 2 skull mission. It goes from 1 to 3, so it's an average difficulty mission. And our reward for this is Saboteur Stockpile. To repeatedly hit pressure points, clever saboteurs will squirrel away weapons into hidden stockpiles, adding just a pinch of static predictability to an otherwise unpredictable foe. We get a random pirate infantry item as our reward for this mission. Beautiful. It's a partly cloudy day, no issues there. Alright, so our intelligence level is 0, so what we see here is not always the most useful. We're expecting a big blob of civilians here, and lots of enemies coming from the north. Before we get into the mission, I want to introduce you to our cast of soldiers. Running the 103rd Recon Black Sleeves is Jane Darby. Most records of Darby were destroyed in the straightening incident. What I can say, unlike most volunteers for the Wayback mission, Darby has no injuries, age, or personal investments warranting her presence. She very well may be a true believer in ending the era of estrangement, and, being a rare full-ace graduate of the Pathfinder School, she has all the tools to assist us in accomplishing just that. Darby is an elite, best of the best. She has incredible stats across the board. She's got really high action points, really high accuracy, she's got good defense, she's got a whole bunch of stealth, scouting, assassination type things. She's going to be one of our more expensive units. Joining her in the expensive category is Achilles Kanu, running the 5th Tank Formation. A talented Air Force pilot, Achilles acquired color blindness, forcing a reassignment to assist the TCR Marines' hardware combat capabilities. Despite having never even stepped foot on Earth, Achilles carries a strong affinity for the land of his ancestors, Greece. He is, however, not particularly democratic about his sharing of this interest. This guy is loud and proud and a whole mess of things. He's also one of the elites. He's another 3-star. Lots of action points, good accuracy, good discipline. He's got defense. He really likes being in a mech. At the start, he'll do perfectly well in a vehicle. His action points make him incredibly mobile for a vehicle. Then we've got Edwin Pike of the 1st Spaceborne Regiment. Out of all the Marines invited on the mission to the Wayback, Pike was by far the most decorated and experienced. A Marine since the age of 18, he has experienced multiple reunification campaigns and given sublime performances in all of them. Instead of accepting promotions or even outright retiring, Pike wished to settle out the rest of his days in the most hostile operation yet. Pike is pretty solid. He's got good stats across the board. His big thing that I'm here for is his ability. His ability is called Taking Command. Costs him 60 AP, gives 40 AP to a friendly unit. A truly cohesive unit will learn to take orders from their peers, not just from those further up the chain of command. Importantly, this can either add 40 AP to a unit that hasn't acted, or it can give a friendly unit an additional turn with 40 AP. It is so good. This can be used to get an extra turnaround in combat. This can also be used to fire heavy weapons multiple times. He's very good. And the way the early game plays out, it's nice to have someone who can be a tiny squad, and this lets him be very, very useful despite being a pretty small squad. And then we have Carta of the Martian Expeditionary Force. Marta Carta, sorry. Marta Carta joined the TCR Marines in a bid to get away from home and see the galaxy. A bubbly personality belies a strong aptitude for control and command, hence her quick ascent to SL status. To those that know her, joining the mission into the Wayback was an unsurprising next step for the adventurous leader. She is a 1-star unit. She has terrible starting stats. She has 85 action points, terrible accuracy and discipline. She takes extra damage. She's not good. She has a lot of very good abilities and grows quite well. And then she also has a very interesting ability called Out of the Craters. Natural born Martians are often ill fitted for combat, but Marta Carta's earnestness and persistence can, with time, overcome that which comes natural for others. So she starts missions with a big penalty to accuracy and discipline, 15%. But she gains a stacking 5% bonus for every round up to 8 rounds. So at the start of the mission, she is even more bad than she is normally bad. By the end of the mission, she is very good. So she's a lot of fun. For the mission we're doing, we've got everyone equipped and ready. Achilles is our most expensive because he is a 3-star pilot and the hardware that he's in is very expensive. He runs around in the light troop carrier, a light tank used to quickly ferry squads across the battlefield, also referred to as a battle taxi. Lots of health, lots of armor, not great vision. This thing it's a tank. You can put people in. He also has a CMG-50 MMG. Not a great weapon, but the Cater Corner, being specialized in reliable fire support solutions, developed the CMG-50 to fulfill the medium machine gun slot of basic infantry squads and vehicles alike. Sturdy, reliable, and packs a punch, but the accuracy and ammo are not the best. This weapon has a huge accuracy penalty, but it does 16 hit point damage per hit and fires 12 times, with 40 armor penetration. Most of the enemies we're going to see in the early game have 30 or less armor, and do not have, humans have 8, 10, 12 hit points, so if this gun hits you, you die. Notably, it also applies 11 suppression per shot for a full salvo of like 131 or something. Some very high number. 132, I think. Who knows? 131. The other important thing is it only does 7 armor damage, which for a weapon that hits this hard means that it pens armor well, but it doesn't break armor very well. If something has more than 40 armor, he's gonna have a hard time with it. Second most expensive is Darby. She is our elite infantry squad. We've got her squad up to +8 squaddies. She's running the C1A2 SPC, also known as the Carbine, also known as the shittiest gun ever known to man. The standard semi-automatic service rifle used by most local forces. This metal-stamped carbine is produced by Hatchet at Marteau Machinery Company and is extremely cheap to assemble, reliable, and easy to maintain. This fires 2 shots, they do 9 hit point damage each, so much less damage than the hardware gun. But everyone in the squad has one, so she does actually fire 18 shots, because it's 2 rate of fire per person. If you notice, it has a lot less armor penetration, but it actually does more armor damage. So this will eat through armor better than Achilles will. She's also got the RMC fatigues. This is the standard RMC fatigues worn by crew on board. They offer no protection, have limited space store accessories. They suck. It's not quite being naked, but it's close. Carta is our cheapest unit, coming in at a whopping 95 out of our 690 supplies to spend. She's got a full squad. She's really here where we're going to have Darby kind of running out in front, being our main infantry to start, and then once Carta's passive is stacked up, she can try and help out a little bit, but she's just here to do her best. Then we have Pike. Technically, Pike is actually cheapest. He'd be more expensive if he had more people, but you notice he's only got 2 people with him. That's the minimum to field a squad. He's here to give taking command. That's it. That's his whole joke. He can also kind of apply damage, but meh. Our goal is to have Carter right along in the APC because she's got the lowest AP. Her mobility's pretty bad. We try and get up to join the civilians and take out the Saboteurs. Let's do it. Okay.
Won't be heard.
He's got some good lines. Yeah, so to start out, you generally want the way the turns work is you go, each faction has 1 turn and then it cycles back around, and if you run out of turns, you're just skipped until everyone's done. You can pick the order your units move in, and so generally, if you're like exploring the fog, you want more enemies to move before you actually come out and see things, because then they're less likely to have ability to shoot at you. So we're going to start out with Carta just getting in the APC. That's her main thing. She's not going to be... she's not doing it on this first turn. It's going to think for a bit. Oh! So you can hear gunfire happening. That means the sounds we're hearing are gunfire, and we're hearing like suppression type sounds. That big choom sound is somebody being suppressed. Pike is going to move up a little bit, but we do want to try and get people in there as fast as possible. So we are going to try and launch Achilles. We lose 60 AP, but he gains 40. This will let him drive real far in. You can hear the gunshots still coming from up north. Maybe the pirates spawned real close. Oh, you can see that taking damage. So there's a big old fight going on. Darbs, can you go find out what's going on? We're pretty comfortable running up because there are civilians in the way, and we'll zoom in on them that we have a better shot. These are just civilian workers. They got 10 health each. They're out here trying their best. They have no armor. They will die very easily. They don't fight. They just scream and run. These guys, however, are civilian militia, armed civilians that are ready to fight for what they believe in. What they are lacking in skill and equipment, they are making up for in spirit. That's all they got. They have no armor. They've got real shitty basic assault rifles, and this one guy's got a little workshopped RPG. It's a really bad rocket launcher. They're not hugely useful, but they will actually shoot back, unlike the other civvies. And you can see that we've already got one dead civvy. We hit 5, we fail that submission. We hit 3 on broken structures, we fail that submission. So let's keep moving up, Darby. As long as we have civilians between us and the enemies, we're not as worried about taking cover, because there are other people who will get shot at first. I want Achilles to pull a move like this. If we see things, he'll stop, but we're chewing forward. He doesn't see us far away, but we can kind of mosey on forward. So this is our first group of civilians. We were expecting to see another one farther up here, so we'll watch everyone else act. These guys are getting in there. Despite having no armor and no training, they are really... Oh my god, they're going for it. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, buddies. In a similar vibe, Pike with his 3 people is not the most useful. He just doesn't have the firepower. That's not really what he's here for. He's here to buff people. So he can buff and then keep moving. Oh, you can see civvies are dying. They're really chewing through people. Darby, you can see this gives 2 cover. This only gives 1, so I want to move her up here. She's got more vision than the APC, and we know they're stuck in with some civvies, so I'm not as worried about having her be out in the open, because there's likely to be civvies. Yeah, we know there's civvies between her and them. Okay, what do we see? We've got civvies over here, here, here. And then this is where the civilian militias are. So there's probably enemies right here. And then we know the ringleader's, like, hiding. We have to go hunt him down. We want to kill him in particular. Beautiful. You can see these guys going for it. Where are you guys going? If they're all going up this side, we'll probably come around here. Oh! Saboteurs! These are the Saboteurs. Disguised as ordinary civilians, these elite pirates wreak havoc behind enemy lines. Note, the equipment listed is not an exhaustive list. That's not all the equipment they have, but it just lists all of the things they can drop as loot when they're killed. They can drop pirate assault rifles and workshop RPGs, which you can see. These guys have assault rifles like our civilian militia, and they have the workshop RPGs. This is dangerous for our hardware. They also have scrap bombs, which are basically like pirate frag grenades. Very dangerous for lightly armored infantry. And then these guys have an explosive charge. That takes a turn to deploy, and then you have to run away and remotely detonate it. But oh boy, it will one-shot basically anything. So let's try and get in there, Achilles. We can actually move him here if we want him to be able to have cover. Or we can just kind of move him here and call that good. Get him ready to shoot next turn. You'll notice that he will drive over this cover, or this one. Like, something's getting run over. Yeah, he doesn't see very far, but we can turn him to face the enemy. He's got directional armor, so he's got 125 at the front, 110 on the sides, and 90 in the rear. So if we take rockets to the front, it's not that bad. You're going to move here and fire a rocket at somebody. Oh, it's these guys. Here's some more saboteurs. Are they gonna... Ooh! See, that is what I was talking about. The front armor took that, so we didn't lose any big amount of health. Carta, I want you to get somewhere where you can deploy.
Hostiles advancing!
These guys are out of range for you. There's a bunch of these guys. They don't have any armor. Deploying costs you 20 and you can't move until you stand back up. But while you are deployed, you get 15% bonus to accuracy, defense, and damage reduction. You also get 1 concealment, which, vision range is how far people can see. Concealment reduces people's effective vision range against you. If you have a bunch of concealment, they'll see the tile you're on, but they won't see you. Detection is another stat. This reduces concealment. There's a whole stealth thing that we'll get into as things matter more. Aside from that, when we're behind the cover, each shield of the direction we're being fired at is 20% accuracy malice and 20% damage reduction. So being behind 2 shields for these guys is pretty good. I don't know what our civvies are doing. Oh, getting shot at. That's what's happening. Ugh. I need you guys not to die. I'm gonna fail our mission if you guys die. And I'll skip the movement of the unarmed civvies that are out of combat range, because that's just a bunch of time we don't need to be spending. People are really slinging lead back here. Oh my god. Alright, so I can either kick things off with Carta, who does actually have decent shots, but her accuracy is so bad. I want to start things off with Achilles. And Achilles' optimal range on the CMG is 4 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to move 1 more tile forward. And if we shoot these guys, they will probably liquidate. Yeah, one of them lives. They are pinned down and retreating. Being shot at applies suppression. If it hits the first pip, you get suppressed and you have to deploy. You get a bunch of penalties. You're forced to deploy minus 30 AP on your turn and minus 50% accuracy. If you get pinned down, you go all the way down. You get a bunch of defensive bonuses, but you can't see anything. You can't act. So it's pretty bad to get pinned down. It is not pleasant, let me say that. And then this guy does have 2 shields against us, so we're not really hoping for damage. If I pull back a little bit, which also puts us out of this guy's range, do we get a slightly better set? Nah, okay. For the poor accuracy, it won't really kill him, but it should apply quite a bit of suppression. It didn't quite suppress them. That's a huge bummer. That might get him shot by a rocket. Those guys are over there. Woo! They're just firing at Carta. Okay. And then they're running away because he's got a flank on them. Yeah. So you can see that her suppression bar is filled up a little bit, but it didn't get too high. Right now, firing through tier 2 cover is really not a good thing for her. And so we might just try and kill this, or just kind of have her hang out. She's pretty safe where she is right now. Pike, I need you to start catching up with the rest of the squad. See if anything else pops out over here. Hey! More Saboteurs!
Hostiles!
Again, the tier 2 cover is going to make things pretty rough for that. So my options are I can move Darby up to try and have her be close and personal on the next turn, or I can try and have her go around and get some flank shots. I'd rather send Achilles on the flanking maneuver, and so here you're pretty safe. I could even go here if I was super worried about it. For now, we're just going to have Carta take some shots. The 2 shields make it very ineffective, but she can try and shoot at these guys, and killing them will affect the morale of their teammates, and morale penalties can be pretty brutal. She's unlikely to hit very much, but hopefully... Nice! You can see our bar moved up, and then they've all lost a little bit of morale because their friends died. That guy moving is what we really wanted, so now Darby is very clear to move up. You've got another guy here that we don't really want to mess with. At this range, the 2 shields are going to be pretty rough, but you're also a decent shot at this range. This guy only has 1 shield against you. You can see the one that stands up a bit. So we can put some shots into him, have Achilles start doing his flank route next turn. But at long range, their assault rifles have really bad accuracy. So, see if you can put some hurt, Darby. Nice, 1 guy down, and you saw that specialist disabled. That's from her ability, high value targets. Jane Darby is a rare full ace graduate of the Pathfinder School. Her skills at identifying and taking out high-priority targets is virtually without parallel. So special weapons are specifically things that are the one-off weapons the squad has. We have none of them right now, but for these guys, you can see this dude with the rocket launcher. That's considered a special weapon. He's the specialist. And so her shots disable him for a turn, so on his next turn, he won't be able to fire a rocket even if he wanted to. Which, not always that helpful, but can do a lot. This guy back here is going to rip shots at you at max range and do nothing. Oh, please don't suppress her. Oh, nice. I was like, she's getting a little bit close. So we want to start with Darby because that'll lower her suppression once her turn is done. We can deploy to reduce her penalties. This guy is still disabled on the specialist. He's still probably one of our best shots, but I want to make sure that people aren't getting rocketed. So we're going to open up on these guys and see kind of how this one goes to start.
We got a flank.
That was pathetic. Pivot to this. Nice. We got him suppressed, which would have a penalty, but we broke his morale, so he's fleeing. That will continue to do morale damage. Doesn't do anything right now, but it will help in the future. Hopefully Achilles doesn't get hit by a rocket here. This guy's going for a flank, and I don't love that. Ooh! Ooh, there's a rocket. Rocket is not friendly. Pike, you're still not in range for anything, so you keep moving up. Probably should have acted with Carta, but c'est la vie. Yeah, he's going to rip shots at Carta. This was a huge mistake, because now she's going to get suppressed. Yeah. And that makes her functionally useless on this next turn. She's not going to do anything here. You can just put some shots down on this guy, but yeah, you can see it's totally pathetic. The suppressed debuff absolutely ruins her effectiveness. These guys are doing some shenanigans. This is where we can do some fun stuff with Achilles. He's got enough AP that he can actually just basically punch straight into their formation. This is a very risky maneuver, but we know there aren't that many enemies. There's like 11 of them, 11 or 12, and we see quite a few already. We know there's a group back here with their boss, so we know he's moved, we know you've moved. You now have an open shot against this guy, which doesn't have the huge penalties we've been talking about, so... liquidated.
Great shot.
Beautiful, Achilles. These guys are flanking around, which might be helpful, but right now... these guys are retreating, so they're going to run and try and find a different place to be. We're a little bit afraid of these guys, but Achilles has such a good position here where he could shoot these guys just to kill them. Finishes them off, and then he can move up and get a flanking shot on these guys. Doesn't kill them, but took out most of them. We can keep facing this way. Well, we're a little bit worried about that. So we're actually going to pivot so we're facing towards them in case they try and rip a rocket launcher at us. Hopefully, these guys will actually take some shots. Oh, will you get a suppress? That'd be so good. Yeah, there's not enough for you for that. You're going to keep ripping shots at Carta. You can see she's taking a little bit of damage. It's not a great situation for her, but she's been in worse situations. Pike, you can move up. You don't really have range, so you're just going to buff Darby here and keep trying to get a little bit closer to this guy. These civvies are running for the life. You aren't really doing anything, so we're gonna come back to you. With the bonus AP that Darby's been given access to, we could have her kind of run up to try and deal with these guys. Is a little bit iffy. These guys didn't get to act this turn, and so they will get up next turn. And so if I put her a little bit too aggressively, I could find her in a very sticky situation next time. So for now, we're going to just get her somewhere relatively safe, and we're going to rip some closer range shots to see if she can do something with that. There we go. That suppressed them and broke them. Beautiful. That's what we needed. These guys, I still don't know what they're doing. Their AI is really trying. Then I want you to keep moving. If we can do this in 12 rounds, that would be amazing. I don't have high hopes, but hey, it always pays to be an optimist, right? Are you gonna rip some shots into him?
Sir.
No, you're not. So you can see this guy had already acted, so he's still retreating and suppressed. This guy got some stuff back.
Orders.
But we can now use this ability, Plow Through. Plow through infantry blocking your way. Anyone not quick enough to jump out of the way is in serious danger of being crushed. This will kind of annihilate them. They have no armor.
Face me.
And we can run back and forth. It's not the most efficient, but it doesn't cost ammo. And you can see that we're already kind of hurting on ammo. And we'll start aiming in the direction of where we know the boss is. This guy will probably shoot him. Yeah, there he goes.
Good.
Beautiful.
Sir.
Now, Pike, you've still got all of your stuff, but I just want you moving forward to be able to help out. If I can get these civilian units to fire at him, then I don't have to waste ammo, and ammo's a little bit tight, so I ideally like for that. Ooh! That's the sound of a chain gun. There's a chain gun team out there. We don't like chain gun
Eyes
teams. They're very, very rude. Darby, you can get
Oscar
to
Mike.
here, take a knee for that accuracy buff, and they're in cover. Ah ha ha ha. I always forget in this game, you can't corner peek in this game, and so this counts as tier 2 cover, which is so tragic. With that, we're going to get up and just move
Moving
a
to
little bit
cover.
farther. She'll start the next round to try and finish him. I don't think these guys are going to kill him through cover.
Always
Yeah,
ready.
not even close. Carta, you can move up as well. There's your suppression gone. He's going to flee,
Sir.
and Darby is going to shoot him in the back as he runs.
Hustle 103rd.
Get nice and close, maximum damage, and rip him to pieces. Beautiful.
Hostile eliminated.
This guy is hopefully going to run from that chain gun
Sir.
team. And we know there's a chain gun team out there, so if we can move Achilles to, like, here. Where's that chain gun team? I have no idea. We're going to back up just to be safe. It's somewhere in those trees. We know we saw the
Sure.
shots come out of it. We could run Pike up behind it.
Sir.
What if we have
Seated.
Carta come out to here and get down? She can be a little bit stealthy there. Deploying gives you a little bit of
Sure.
concealment, so it can be a good way to avoid being spotted. And Pike, you can get to here and just kind of hold your position.
Sir.
I'd like to find where this chain gun team is, but it's going to be a little bit spicy. For now, let's buff Achilles and have you just move up here. Are you guys going to spot for me? No, they're running into the distance. Achilles, you can kind of power to, like, there. And if you see something, you'll stop moving and you'll let me know.
Hostiles.
Aha! That would be something. That is a Saboteur chain gun team. Small support team armed with a chain gun disguised in civilian clothing. They've got a chain gun and an ammo bag. That's basically like a light machine gun. But it has a high chance of jamming as they fire it more. But hopefully he'll just kill them.
Acheron awaits.
Beautiful. You guys gonna move up and help me, or are you just kind of hanging out? For now, Darby gets to here, and I don't want to move her past this. Running out into the open when you don't have vision is very dangerous. Carta is gonna play hopscotch. She's gonna go stand up, move, get back down. That's gonna be her entire plan. Pike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could go 2 to the right, that would be great. You can't. So you can get to here and buff
Ready on my
Carta.
signal.
He's really not really here to shoot. We can hear fighting going on over here, which does tempt me to send Achilles to go investigate.
Tally, tally.
That is some Saboteurs. Backups, they're a little bit farther away. You can hear the civilians trying to fight them over there. Yeah, you can hear them exchanging fire. For now, we want you to try and move up on this guy. Being in the trees is actually a pretty decent place to be hidden. You can see that. You can see that our eyeball is gone, so we know that they can see us from there. We're going to back up a little bit and take a knee I don't need to be running out straight into the jaws of the lion. I want you to find a place where you can go and be in cover. If I take you to here, yeah, so you're visible here is the problem. Though you're probably outside of their range. Let's move you back a little bit and get you down. Now you're in the trees, that'll help you a little bit. And you can see she's fully stacked, so she's up to 83 accuracy when deployed. No! Okay, we're good, they missed. So there's multiple saboteur squads over here fighting the various civilian units. They ran away, so I'm not as worried for him. We're going to buff Darby so she can kind of get in there and keep trying to move to help out. You can hear there be more fighting over there. Aha, there's the chain gun team. They're slaughtering the civilians. I need you to be able to be in range, but also not at risk of being shot by those guys. Alright, do I remember where these guys were? I think they were here? Nope. Crap. If I remembered where they were, I could shoot them. You don't have to have sight to be able to shoot things. Darby, you are a few tiles away from that. I wonder if I can get you to here. Or even to here. Can you... He's hiding behind these large trees. That's such a problem. Oh my god. Well, for now, get down. Hold your position.
Always ready.
How are we gonna get this guy out from behind his trees? Guess we're gonna have to do some more hopscotching. You get to here and be okay? Yeah, and then we'll stealth you.
Sir.
Achilles, I was hoping that you could find the team. Where is this enemy weapon team? I'm trying to hunt this weapon team down. It's not working. They seem like they ran away. Oh my god. Yeah, so hiding in the trees seems like it gives them a lot of stealth. Do my guys get that much stealth in the trees? You don't seem to have that much stealth being in these trees. This guy is a problem.
Sir.
We need to have Darby get like buffed so you can get an angle on that or something. We're really hoping to do this within 12 rounds, and it's not looking great. I know there's a chain gun team there. I only need 2 kills. If I can kill the leader and one other thing, we'll be okay. Can you see him yet? There he is. The Saboteur ringleader. He's got a K-Pack, and he's got bundle grenades. K-Packs are a pretty solid weapon, and the bundle grenade is an anti-tank grenade. Carta, I need you to move somewhere where he can't see you. Run away. Try and play the angles on that one. Digging him out of that corner is going to be a huge problem.
Let's do
There are
this.
2 weapon teams back there. So we know that from here, you could see him. Also, I think from here you could see him.
Let's do this.
It's just you left. If I ran you to there, yeah. You'd have the ability to shoot, but you'd have such good defenses against you. I think we're trying to move up to like here and get down so that next turn you can pop out and shoot him, because he's just hiding there. Ooh! I'm gonna say, we're in a lot of danger if he decides to run to a scary place. Okay, so this is one of those weird moments. If we don't deal with this guy, he might get rocketed.
Orders?
But if she doesn't shoot this guy, she is definitely going to die. So she's got to open up on him. Oh, that was not what we wanted. Yeah, it's a little bit too close range for the carbine for its optimal distance. He's in tier 1 cover. Oh, come on. There we go. That's the fleeing we need. Whew. Please be able to do something. I'm very worried about getting a rocket to the butt on my APC. The back armor is not very good against the workshopped RPGs. Okay, we're good. The chain gun team is continuing to shoot a civilian. We're fine. Wonderful. Okay. Step 1, you gotta kill this guy. He is such a problem for you.
Karani will feast.
Shit. I didn't think there was a saboteur back there. I knew there was a chain gun team. So if we don't shoot this guy, he's gonna shoot you. So you gotta do that. Yeah. Oh, we may have gotten Achilles hurt. That's the chain gun team running. Pike, see if you can launch Carta in. This guy's what we're scared of. We're very scared of his grenades, his rockets, his everything. Okay, nice. I was like, we're not guaranteed to be shot at by him, but we are nervous.
Come on.
Oh my god, there's more? Okay, they missed. Oh, there's so many! I don't know what he's doing.
Sir.
Unfortunately, we have the same problem. If we don't kill the guys right in front of Darby, they will just kill her, so she's gotta just take the shots. That's another one down. We gotta go run and help Achilles. Hopefully these guys can do enough that... Yes! Okay. That might help, but we're risking another rocket launcher here, unless they try and shoot at the cities. Ooh! Controls overloaded is really bad. That stuns him for a turn. He can't do anything. Oh, I should have moved Carta. Oh! Crew injured! He's running away. Ooh! Not good, not good. Carta, you've gotta put some hurt on this guy. Come on. Hey, you knocked him to fleeing. That's good enough. Oh, Achilles. Achilles, my boy. We're not having a good time. I ran him too close to the sun. Okay, so Carta just has to keep firing at this guy. We're hoping we can do some morale damage here, or just kill you.
Worthy foes make for worthy victories.
Oh, okay. That's very, very good. That gives him wavering back, so he's not completely down for the count, which is very nice. I hit leave on accident. Oh well. I was going to try and farm more kills. We got access to the Squad Weapon Corridor Sweeper, a crude device contracted by spacefaring pirates from discarded large-caliber ship autocannon barrels. Refitted to fire homemade shells filled with shrapnel. Very high damage over short distances, low penetration, but shreds armor quickly. This is a shotgun. It has 5 range, so very bad range, but it has a bonus to accuracy. Doesn't pen well, does decent hit point damage. Mostly it does a lot of armor damage. Okay, interesting. We got 2 pirate assault rifles, scrap bomb, and a light chain gun. Not great loot, but 4 out of 5 promotion points for a total of plus 27 is pretty good. Achilles is very hurt, but luckily neither of the defects he got are particularly... they don't last. So when we go and we look at our squads right now, you can see that he's got controls overloaded. The incoming attack caused a short circuit and overloaded the control system. The vehicle's disabled for 1 turn. He's also got crew injured. The crew has been injured, reducing the vehicle action points by 20. That's a bit more of a problem. That will lower his action points down to 90, except for the fact we can actually look at his ability now. Spartan Duty. Before his colorblindness set in, the TCRAF's primary note on Achilles was that he was remarkably invigorated when confronted with danger. Given the nature of what we do, I believe the TCR Marines will find plenty of use for his aggressive obsessions. So he gets more AP the less health he has. We've lost more than 60% of our HP, so we're going to get plus 50 AP in the next mission. So that'll offset that. He's going to be a bit of a glass cannon coming up. Our next mission is going to be Interdict Forces. It's another 2-skull. A large pirate formation is en route to a crucial settlement. We have to stop them from advancing further. Prepare an ambush along the route and make sure no opposing units make it through. So we got to stop hostile units from leaving the battlefield for 9 rounds. They're all going to be coming from the right side of the map in cars. We have to do it without losing anybody, which is relatively easy because they don't really want to fight you. They're trying to get away. There's a boarding commando unit, which is very scary. As long as we hold the objective, we'll be feeling pretty good. For that, we're going to get pirate convoys. What is not destroyed by interdiction is often abandoned. Sometimes they'll even leave the keys in the ignition for you. Get a random pirate vehicle or vehicle weapon as a reward for this, which could be very nice seeing as Achilles is pretty beat up. So let's get ready for it. For the Interdict Forces mission, it's a partially cloudy day, so no penalties from that. Still got Achilles all banged up. We're going to see how he performs. Pike hasn't changed at all. Darby got one less squaddie, but is using the Pirate Assault Rifle. It's not a very good weapon, but given they're running towards us and we're trying to stop them from fleeing, we just want raw damage output. And the Pirate Assault Rifle does do better than the Carbine, I think, at very close range, and her accuracy will offset some of its problems. Carta's down to 6 squaddies, but she has the Corridor Sweeper. This accuracy bonus will offset a lot of her penalties, and again, because they're coming towards us, we'll be able to flatten them as they come. The last note is that Darby got the Scout perk. Target acquisition and identification are key components to any battle. Your average soldier might require hours of communication to make these determinations. An experienced scout, however, can make them in a matter of seconds. As Marines, we are not looking for average. This gives her more view range and detection. Mainly, this will make it so I know more about what the enemies are, where they are, what they're doing. It's a very, very helpful perk. It's great to have. We're going to move Card up a little bit more, and we're going to run this thing.
Prepare for glory.
Thank you, Achilles.
Erebus and Charon await.
Sir?
I can't move Achilles. Oh, right. So, because we start the mission with controls overloaded, he's disabled on the first turn, which is funny, but understandable. We can see from this, they're really going to want to move down the road, and so we're really planning on kind of holding here as much as we can. For now, Carta, you're hanging out kind of in the middle. I want you to be able to hit as many tiles as you can. And we're not really planning on going anywhere with you, so hang out.
Sir.
Oh, I hear trees breaking.
Eyes open.
Darby, I want you probably in a place where you can kind of cover this end. And similarly, we're going to have you get down and wait.
Oh, sir.
Pike, you give her some AP. And try and move up a little bit so if Achilles needs you, you can get him. And then that's another turn for you. We should have them get in range. There they are. Now we get to see them. Look at Achilles, you can see he's got 160 Mac, but only 140 that he's allowed to use. He is not very good at dealing with things that are inside of their trucks. They might get in range for you.
Major.
And so we're actually going to just have him be the one who ends this turn. He doesn't really need to do anything this turn. At this range and in their vehicles, he's not going to do very much. I want to wait as long as I can, and probably one of the most effective ways of doing that is to buff Achilles again and have Pike go hang out in here. We really want the trucks to move forward. You're not going to have any good shots. And this is where we get to the sad part, where they're not moving the ones that I want them to move, so we're going to have to start ending turns that matter. And they're moving the two that I can see last, which is a bummer. Oh, there they are. Hello. Okay, yep, that's a thing. So normally they're not supposed to be able to attack when they disembark. They disembark with 20 AP, which for the chain gun teams means they can fire once if they don't jam. So we lost Bishop, which is deeply frustrating, but we will persevere. For now, we can simply use him to run them over, though, which is a pretty effective usage of his action points. His increased AP make him very good at just running people over.
Swallows all.
And again, we're really waiting for as many enemies to be in view as possible. I'm trying to delay as long as I can so that more enemies will get in range. Here comes this guy. These are pirate outcasts. I can actually see a squad of them here. Look at these guys all filing out.
Sir.
A loose group of outlaws armed with various weapons and possibly under the influence of illegal substances. They've got outcast rags that make them a little stealthy. They got pirate pipe guns. They're like worse carbines. They only fire once, but they do a lot of armor damage. They can be kind of scary. And they have grenades. Their grenades are what make them the most terrifying of all of their stuff. Start with here. We could probably just shotgun them here, or I could try and get up and move around. I'm fairly certain we can just shotgun them, but given where Darby is, we could also just have her fire the Pirate Assault Rifle. And as you can see, it's not a great gun, but in that situation, ooh, very nice. That's all you can do right now. Here comes more of them.
Eyes on.
Let's give Darby another turn, and then you can just try and plink a couple of guys out the back. You only got 4 bullets, but maybe you hit. Nope.
Engaged.
Not too much of a problem, though. That's another
movement.
truck full of guys. I'm going to stand you up, so I have a bit more range with you. It's going to be your turn. We got another truck full of guys.
Eyes on.
None of them want to
Let's
come in
do
range
this.
for her. I don't think this is going to be good enough shots to super warrant, but I do want to find out. Okay, that actually took out 2 of them. You can blast them off the back of their trucks. That's a
Eyes
problem.
on
That
heavy
needs
armor.
to be killed by Achilles. That's their heavy armor.
Movement.
It's a problem. Achilles could just shoot him 3 times from this range, but you're... Actually, it's not terrible. I want to hit the front armor on that, though. That's the problem. Pike. See if you can blast some of these guys off. Yeah, he's not going to do much, but we want to give AP to Achilles because that boarding commando team needs to go. Oh, beautiful. Did you just get in point-blank range with her? Oh, hell yeah. Kill him. Impudence. 1 guy left. That's acceptable. Got another squad of guys. Haha. So they're getting out. These are pirate scavengers. This is basically what the saboteur teams were. But they have scavenger suits on, which actually give them 30 armor. They're not the worst armor in the game. Carta, you can move up and get nice and close with your corridor sweepers. Look at these big, chunky guns. Shotgun. I love shotguns. Shotguns are very nice. You're the only one left. I mean, I'd love to get to a place where I can hit your side armor, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're gonna move you here and then just blast this thing over and over and over again. Hit him again! We're just trying to rip through it. Front armor was not a good target. Oh, beautiful. Them sitting out in the open is fantastic. More
Enemy
pirates. So now we can look. They're kind of in the trees. This is the pirate boarding commandos. A team of heavily armored outlaws specialized in boarding and pacifying spacecraft through violent means. They've got a boarding commando jet suit, which is a 75 armor, heavy armor with a jetpack. Pirate looted PDW is a close-range, lethal SMG. And then they've got a thermite grenade, which will burn through hardware, and a flashbang to stun humanoids. They are a huge problem.
Orders.
Achilles, I would like you to solve said problem. Back armor is not a great thing for them to hit, so we probably want to turn you so at least it's side armor. And then try and womp them. Their counterattack isn't going to do much because they're already on the ground. And then really, like, that's... You just kind of need to keep shooting them. I guess we could shoot other things, have the shotgun go after them. Back armor is much weaker on these. He actually has a decent chance. You can see the back armor is 80. He has a decent chance of doing some real damage with the back armor. Or just shooting people off. That's the sound of somebody having bad mental time. Yeah, this guy's retreating with 1 guy. He's going to disband. Yeah, he's not a huge problem. Give Carta the boost, and then just kill this guy. Oh my god, you missed, Pike! You and your 1 friend you got left. This guy is having a very bad time. You can see he's wavering. At this range, your gun's really gonna suffer. I'd love to get you to a position where... Yeah, so you can try and blast these guys, and then run over and blast them. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, never mind. Holy shit, Carta. Hoorah! I love her. Alright, and this won't really pen them, but it will chew through their armor. See the gray bar going down? Yeah, so hopefully Achilles can shoot them next turn and that will solve them. This is a bunch of scavengers, a little bit scary. You can see their mental status is not incredible. To start, let's see if we can break these guys. Beautiful. They're retreating. That stops them from making progress on the objective, and then you can try and waste these guys. Oh my god, don't. Oh, we killed Fetlock. That's a problem. Probably should have tried to move, but can't change it now. They're all wavering, which is a little bit scary. These guys aren't going to be able to do anything this turn. Oh, what a disaster. Pike is very hurt now. You really do so much damage to these guys, though. Like, look at that. That took out so many people. And then you can finish them. These? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, they're gonna move. That's okay. You're wavering. We'll get some massive breaks in a little bit here, and that will solve a lot of our problems. I really don't like where you currently are. I'm gonna be so real. I have to send somebody to deal with that. For now, you gotta try and... Well, let's start with just killing this and see what happens. Nice! Like, if that solves him, we can run you back to here. They're gonna move up. They're deploying out of there. That's a flamethrower team. They are so dangerous. These guys are a small team of pirates armed with a flamethrower to smoke out enemies in close combat. Where's the flamethrower? This thing will basically one-shot an entire squad. It's very bad. She needs to deal with that. Can you by yourself just plink this guy? No, you can't. Thank you, Pike.
Sailed it. Find me the danger.
You want me? You want the danger? You want the danger, my guy? We'll find you some danger. Alright, hit this guy. They've got counterattack, so they shoot back, but we have ways of dealing with that. At this point, we can start running you over, I believe. You're suppressed enough that you're having a bad time. It's not going to do very much to you, but it will do a little bit. Little ways, way, and then Darby, you can kill this. Yeah, slaughtered. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. So now as well as we start this one, well, they're all fleeing, so they got to move beforehand. So for now, we can just start with Achilles. And we just run these guys over twice. Feels so silly. Just shoot that.
Keep it up, Marine.
There goes those guys. You can run over to here and run these guys over. Wah!
Hostile eliminated.
That kills you. Beautiful. There should be more. Yeah, there should be more from the far side causing problems. But you can run up and shotguns. Oh, I love shotguns. They're so good. Buff her. Get out of the way. These guys are going to run and then be vulnerable to annihilation. Yes, slaughtered. Oh my god.
Hostile neutralized.
And then Darby, you can get to here, get down, and just blast these guys. Okay, 3 of them out. Nice! 3 of them off the back's pretty good. So far, the fact that Pike got his whole squad killed is not awesome. He didn't get his whole squad killed. Pike's whole squad got killed. Let's try and be more particular about this. Let's not besmirch a good man. Oh my god. God, shotguns are so good. But he's gonna have some penalties for that. But as long as he doesn't act, as long as Pike himself doesn't fall, we're okay. You can just unload on this. Yeah.
You are so good.
Take them all out the back of it. Achilles, you can come hang out over here. We got one more round to get through. We can send Achilles in. Get down. Really don't want you getting killed.
Eyes on.
And then...
Orders.
Yeah, my Carta can get to here and end her turn. This the last guy? We'll find out. One person off the back's not great, but for a pirate assault rifle, it's doing its best. Achilles, you can get to here and just keep hammering it. Keep hammering it.
Show me what you got.
He's hammering away.
What a journey. What an odyssey.
What an odyssey. Thank you. Keep hitting him, guys. This is a very unfun truck to be in right now. Wow, we're really just not killing people off the back of that. Yeah, here they come out.
Sir.
Like, they are very, very sad. Then you can run them over. Beautiful.
I want to see that out of you, 103rd.
That's all of them. Ooh, we got a mounted chain gun. A larger version of the typical pirate infantry chain gun firing a bigger caliber round. Has an extremely high rate of fire and is ideal to suppress or even outright disable enemy infantry formations. The more it shoots in quick succession, the higher the chance is for it to jam. There's a 10% chance to jam that increases by 10% every time you use it. It's actually not that bad. It fires for 20, it's pretty good. This has much better loot. This is the armor I was telling you about. A heavy reinforced space suit used by pirate boarded commandos for close combat fighting. Very heavy and cumbersome, but it offers decent protection and is equipped with a jetpack for fast movement. We got some basic grenades. We got ammo bag, which we'll get into when it actually matters. We got 30 promotion points. Pike is bruised. Lost all squaddies. Suffered various minor injuries, usually from intense combat. So he just gets a little bit of accuracy and discipline penalty, but we don't mind that very much. He's got frustrated. Hello? The Major should pull his head out of his fucking ass. And yes, I know you're listening, Hey Flick. Being frustrated severely reduces the character's combat effectiveness. So he's got a huge amount of penalty to his discipline and accuracy. As long as we keep him out of combat, he should be okay. We got this from losing all of his squaddies and from friendly fire. We got Fetlock back, but Bishop, unfortunately, didn't make it. Everybody else got determined.
Fortunate that so many must die. But, you know, that's the job.
This character is determined to pull through any challenges put in front of them. They have their discipline increased by 15%. They all have different voice lines for it.
103rd, ready to take on anyone.
Not even the pits of Hades itself could stop me.
Love you, dude. He's such a wild time. Now we've got Defeat Pirate Force. Pirate Force, the heart of this invasion, is currently reorganizing after a recent attack. Head to their staging ground and deliver a decisive blow. This will leave retreating to space as their only option. It's a brawl. The faster we do it, the better. Doing it clean, killing the first mate, our bonus points. But we just got a brawl. That's the whole joke. For Defeat Pirate Force, it's a day. It's got heavy rain. That will reduce our visibility. Maybe a tiny bit of accuracy, so it's a bit of a problem, but not huge. Pike, he's all beat up. He's really just here. He's got the pipe gun because it's cheaper than the carbine by a little bit. It's really not out here to do anything fancy. It's just here to help him be cheaper to field. He's just happy to be here. Achilles, we're still doing some spicy stuff with the damaged chassis, but he does have the mounted chain gun now, so we've got some pretty decent long-range stuff. He's here to be a weapon platform. Darby got her weapon upgraded to a crowbar, the BR3A3 K-bar. The Kruger battle rifle, known as the crowbar, is a heavy battle rifle that chambers 7.62 by 51. It's a big bullet. Comes equipped with basic accessories, manufactured in large numbers by Kruger and issued to army units en masse, somewhat outdated, still reliable, and the weapon of choice for many veterans. This is very similar to the carbine in its base form. He's a little bit longer range, does more damage to both health and armor, better armor pen, does more suppression. It's just a fully upgraded carbine. Has all the same basic parameters. They're all just increased. And has a full auto alt fire that's good if things get up close and personal with you. To support that, she's got some extra ammo, so we don't run out of ammo in this big fight. And then Carta also got her shotgun upgraded. She's got the Stoneclad CS-185. The Stoneclad combat shotgun, 18.5mm, is a semi-automatic combat shotgun with buckshot rounds. Fires small pellets at the target for high hit probability and heavy damage to unarmored targets. Has a very hard time against any kind of armor, will do decent damage to it. Very effective against any hovering target. So if anything's flying, we get to absolutely shred it with this. The main thing this thing does is short range, but it's a plus 20 accuracy mod, so it's really hard to miss. Doesn't pen much armor, but it eats through it, and it does a bunch of health damage, lots of suppression. It's very good up close and personal. That's gonna be her job. Let's get into it. Ooh, and then we also gave her athletic. It is highly advisable to attend school athletic functions such as wrestling matches, track meets, and Hobbs ball exhibitions. Not only will you find persons of strong athletic stock, but these moments of vigor and venture will naturally increase said person's testosterone while exhausting their impulse control, making them excellent candidates for approach and recruitment. Makes moving cheaper and deploying and standing up cheaper. This just helps Carta get around because she's so slow otherwise. Let's do it.
We are Alpha.
You can see
And soon we shall be Omega.
vision range detection lowered by 1, so no one's going to see as well. We don't really want anyone in the truck because it's not having a great time. Kick things off, I want Darby to get a race card, and I want you to move up a little bit. We want you to stay as far away as possible, but we do have to keep moving forward. Nabi?
Major,
Darby's going to be going first with her massive sight range from her scouting perk. This is one of the cover objects we kind of want to play around, but she can keep moving up. She'll see things from farther away than they'll see her, and we're feeling pretty good. This guy is over there. We want to fight whatever's over here first, and then go deal with the first mate.
Major.
The first mate is a boarding commando. That's his whole stick. For right now, Achilles, if I move you up the center, it'll be a rough time, so you can come up the outside. And then we can move Carta up the middle. We've really got a few very heavy damage people, and so there's a lot of them. 11 being 70% puts them at like 16 enemies or something like that. It's a lot of guys, so we got to be very careful we don't get swarmed. Especially if they have their trucks that helps them with deployment speed. Yeah, I was like, if they have their trucks, that could be a problem. That's a full squad of scavengers. And that's outcasts. Okay. If they are out of position at the end of their turn, Darby might be able to get in range and do some serious work. Ooh, it looks like those guys were out of position, but it looks like you might be able to get a decent set of shots on him. These guys would have to... Where did you guys go? I think you tucked in there. Because she should be able to see them, even if they're in here. Maybe not? If she gets fired at, it could be very, very bad. There's also the option to just, like, take a shot, and then run away. Get some free damage and kind of goad them into approaching us. Carta's not very effective right now, and neither is Pike. Yeah, so they can definitely see her. They're hanging out here, and they can see her. So this is probably going to be... Take some shots, because the crowbar is very effective, and then see where we go from there. Nice. That's a suppression. A couple of guys down. And then you can pull back. I'd like for you to have slightly better cover. You could pull back to right here, actually. That would put you out of their range. Unless they, like, run forward, but then they're not taking as many shots against you. So you could actually just try and keep hammering these guys. Nice! That's not quite dead, but that's crippled. And then she can run to here. Puts her out of range of those guys. If they try and move up through there, it'll be a bad time for them. Yeah, so these guys have run forward, probably going to deploy.
Sir.
Yeah, and that does leave the option for Carta to just... mosey on to here and show them the meaning of shotgun. Yeah, even tier 2 cover doesn't do shit against the shotgun. She's very exposed, but they're way out of range and pinned. They're still in their truck, so I'm pretty safe with that. And that's direct application of shotgun. Chef's kiss. If that truck deploys, that's a bit of a danger, so they're tucked in there. Carta should be in a good enough position to handle that. For right now, I want Pike to be relatively safe, and I need to give Carta some AP. She can either shoot again or she can move to better cover depending on what shows up. That is a chain gun team. That is very scary for us. Oh, please do not deploy him right in front of me. Okay, beautiful. You can get a little bit closer and try and just hammer this. Oh yeah,
Before me.
that's what we want. And then you really don't want to be messing around too much, so you can kind of pull up to there and just kind of hang out. Carta, I'm going to get you to here and get you down, just so that guy comes around the corner, you're not completely screwed. This guy is so weak, and having him here to kill might help with some morale damage. You can hear them driving through trees faintly, and this guy is slowly moving. Yeah, you hear more trees dying. To kick this off, Darby, you're in a good place to just deploy and try and hammer this guy. Yeah, hammer him into the ground. He's now fleeing.
Thanks.
We have no reason not to just kill him. This is why we bring extra ammo, so I can just, you know, if I only had 12 shots total, I'd be a bit worried, because I'd be down to 8 by now, and there's still a lot of enemies, but with the extra 6 shots, I'm much more willing to fire off a couple extra rounds. Scavs at long range, not a huge danger. They don't have very effective range. They're not very effective at that range. Let's supercharge Carta and get her ready to do some investigations. She can kind of, you know, run up to here. You see something. What do you see? Aha, it's a chain gun truck. Though you could just tuck in right in here for when they come around that corner, but I'm a little bit worried about that. But if I go here, we run the risk of that. So there's a lot of iffy stuff going on right now, but I'm not... The outlaw is able to just kind of come through here is very, very scary. I don't really know what I'm facing out there. So I move to here, we have the risk of outlaws just pop up behind that and flatten her, so she may have to do some running. If I go to here, she can deploy, and that gives her a decent amount of defense. Let's see what she sees if she goes to here. Nothing? Okay. Do that. They can see you, but you can get down from here, and this makes you relatively hard to hit. Achilles can try and... If you sneak to there, you won't be able to hit that. I want you to be able to hit that thing. If you sneak to right here, can you... Yeah, you can get some chain gun shots through. So it's not really meant to do a lot, it's just meant to try and suppress them, so if they do get deployed, they don't get to shoot immediately. The outcasts at long range, as long as we have cover between us and them, we're okay. The pipe guns don't do enough damage through cover to be an immediate concern, and they can't damage Achilles from that range. We're mostly worried about its flank shots from outcasts. Yeah, she's deployed in cover. You can see that they're just not doing that much. Like, it's not good to be being shot at. Oh, there's more of those over there than I thought. So we need to pull back from here. There goes Justin. That was unlucky. There were more of them than I was prepared for there. You need to just skedaddle back into here and try and be safe. Get down. Put your head down. You guys are... Yeah, you're just gonna run. I'm like, you don't have anything you can really do. Pike. Let's give Achilles some AP so he can do some driving forward and driving back. And for now, we'll just have you move to here and get down to be a little bit harder to spot. Chain gun team is going to deploy, so that I want to kill. Darby doesn't have anyone in range, and so I'm very happy to move you up and just try and get some shots on people. This gun should absolutely wreck these guys. Can we try and finish him? There we go. And, like, we don't need to kill him, but I'd like to. I think we'll try and tuck you in here. Well, I'm worried about those. We need to get farther in. And we'll get you to turn around so you can kind of pop out, shoot, pop back in. That's going to be your play. That's a truck of outcasts going away. I mean, you don't really have anything you're shooting at right now. I could try and move you to here, but that feels so very dangerous. I need more AP for you to do that. For now, you just gotta hold. We gotta hope that not too many of them show up. He's still trying to approach around the back. We have to watch the back a little bit, but we're not quite at that panic level yet.
Sir.
You can buff her, take your turn end. I'd love to see what you can see, Darby.
We've been hearing so much about you, techers.
Lovely. You're in a pretty good spot to get down, and they're suppressed. You're out in the open, which does mean that we could put some hurt on the big boss guys, but these guys will get ripped apart. Like, look at that. Oh, yeah. And they were near the guys being shot at, which is why they had suppression. They're running away, that's fine. You... want to try and see out here, make sure there's nothing coming from this angle. She can't do a lot over here, so we're
Always ready, Major.
there's some shenanigans afoot. You can pull out to here and try and finish these guys.
Major,
Beautiful. Pull back a little bit so we're a little bit safer. We know there's a whole bunch of them. I suspect they're coming around the back over here, so that's what I want to prepare for. That's kind of my current concern. You can get up, you can run a tile, and let's have Darby get ready to be helpful. Carta, you're moving along back to here. You're going to try and get up there to play on that. Achilles, I'd love for you to be able to do something here, but maybe you can come over to here and be ready to help out with this.
Let's do this.
And Darby, what can you do? Can you move to here? Will you see anybody? Because I'm like, you've kind of lost sight of the enemies. Yeah, they've all tried to go around the back. This is going to be a little bit spicy, I think. To buff Achilles, you actually want to run, because I'm really worried that they're going to be coming around the back. These guys might be able to jetpack over. We got to be very careful of that. Darby, can you, like, sidle on this way? Spot anybody? No, you can't. Oh, this is very, very weird. Where the hell are the enemies? They've all freaking disappeared, man. You continue to hopscotch. Alright, what do you see, Achilles, if you come around this corner? I was like, there's so gonna be a bunch of outcasts in the open. That was pretty beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. You have too little health for me to stick you out there, so we're gonna have to back you up. Oh, kitty cat. There's the outcast I was worried about.
Eyes open.
They're actually in range for you, but it's not going to be good range. But maybe we just have to unload twice. The other option, you can't hit them. You guys can hit Carta, which is a little scary. But Carta should be able to run to here and then fire at you, but I think we just take the... Even though they're pretty weak shots, we take the long-range shots here. Yeah, definitely worth it. This will probably kill. Didn't kill, but it sure did ruin their day. And ruined day is an acceptable outcome from that. Achilles. Like, you're gonna see even more people slaughtered. There he goes.
Let's do this.
And then Darby, you're still kind of trying to find your way around, but... Ooh, that's scary. Okay, they're still out of range. We're okay.
Sir.
For right now, Carta. I mean, just keep laying into him, right? Like, that's why we have the extra stuff. And you can get to here and get down.
Sir.
Pike, you can
Ready
buff
on my
him.
signal.
Like,
Find me danger.
as long as you keep spotting people, like, so someone can see him. Oh, I don't like that his back armor is facing. Aha! You can finally see somebody. Oh yeah, they're out in the open for you. Oh yeah. Yeah, so once they drop down, it's like 30% defense and 30% damage reduction. It is not cute to try and shoot that, but it's better than not shooting at all. Here come the boarding commandos. I'm gonna have to run Darby away from them. More outcasts. Yeah, they're all kind of hanging out there. Okay. Are any of them in range of you? This guy might be able to get in range of you. I don't know. You've got way too nice of shots on this. Like, that just pinned him to the floor. This won't do very much, but... how do I not? The answer is I don't want you to die, so yeah. Keep running. Ooh, more outcasts. That was a good thing to run. We would have shot at something that was not going to be able to
Ready on
be
my
seen.
seeking cover.
Achilles. I don't really want to run you at that.
Sir?
I don't know. Carta's in a weird place where Carta kind of has to run up to here, but she's got beautiful shots on these guys. Oh, yeah. They have absolutely no armor or durability, so the shotgun rolls them.
Always ready,
Those guys are doing weird things. You, I just want to face the right direction. Poke your head forward. Yeah, you're not going to see shit. Just pull back.
Sir.
Like, we failed the one round limit already.
Ready on my
Be okay if we wait a little bit. I'm like, if I can get Darby into a good spot, yeah, hammer this. Nice.
Neutralize.
We're slowly chipping away at their numbers.
Proceeding.
Oh! Oh, there's outcasts. There's no longer outcasts. We could leave right now, but I want that pirate boarding commando. I want him. More outcasts. It's okay.
Always ready, Major.
I think we're relatively safe running Achilles up here.
Tally, tally.
Especially if these guys are just... Oh, yeah. Like, those guys are just hanging out there. Oh, can we get one more tile closer? And he jammed. Tragic. Those guys are wavering, so they're not going to be able to do that much. We're worried about them hitting us with a thermite grenade, so we'll just dump this at them. These guys, that's good enough. We can actually shoot again because you have so much AP in your damaged vehicle. And you can back up. Woo! Hello!
Sir.
Orders?
You can try and finish this. Beautiful.
I'm on a roll today.
Those guys are pinned down.
Sir.
I'm very afraid of these boarding commandos. In this situation, they are so goddamn dangerous. Yeah, they're just like in between a bunch of trees, and they've got their counterattack, and that's
Sir?
so spooky. Like, if she shoots at them, she just explodes. That is the problem here, so to speak. Yeah, you need to, like, not be visible to them. Where are you visible? No idea. Ike, you need to get somewhere that's not... We need to not be in range of that. You can kill these guys. Incredible. We're really afraid of this, exactly! Only one person down? Okay, only one person down is actually so fine. We can handle that. So you can move out of his counterattack range and pump shots into him. It's not gonna do all that much, but we're trying to do something. Oh, he is so scary. Ooh, more friends. Okay. Buff him, follow him.
Always ready, Major.
And then you, I want to try and get into range to help out against the outcasts.
I have suppressed the hostiles.
Beautiful. It's a jam, but we don't care. Okay, that should be everyone except for these guys. So you can get down on a knee and keep hitting him. Keep hammering him. Nice, that's break. And now they're pinned. And now they're dead.
Nice shot, Marine. Thanks.
That's all of them. Oh, that is a 4 out of 5 star on that mission. And we got the pirate looted PDW. Assault weapon designed to overwhelm defenders over short distances with a hail of high penetration rounds, typically used by pirate boarding commandos. 30 armor pen is brutal. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but it fires 5 shots, so it can do some pretty good work. Yeah, that's an incredible mission for that. We lost Justin. We got Reckless back. I'm fine with that.
Your mission is in perfect order.
You're euphoric. Gaining 2 positive emotional states in a row, this character is now euphoric, which greatly increases their combat effectiveness. 10% accuracy, discipline, morale, and damage reduction. And everyone, you can see 4 kills is how many you need for a positive morale state.
So much to see, and I'm gonna see it all.
I love Carta.
Tisia Sparta.
And then Pike's just sad, but he's going to be sad this whole campaign. Yeah, beautiful mission. Very pleased with that. 4-starred overall. Pirate Invasion has been defeated. We get 84 OCI components. They are used to buy operational capability improvements for your ship. They're meta upgrades. 10 authority. Authority, big text block that basically means how much authority do you have? How in charge are you? More authority gives more discipline to your troops and makes better events. Less authority, less discipline, worse events. You also use it to recruit new squad leaders. We can get an ammo bag. This ammo bag provides an additional 50% uses for any special weapon with a limited amount of uses with a minimum of 2 additional uses. This makes your specials, which we haven't actually gotten to see yet, much better. Then there's exploding reactive armor, which is a great item that I never engage with because it has an 80% chance to work. So it's going to be ammo bag. Major. Space debris hit the ablative skirts and put a few holes in the impetus. All serious damage has been accounted for. However, we do have some bits and bobs of damage in a few compartments. Bathrooms, electronics closet, a rec room, those sorts of places. Since resources are tight, I decided to leave the prioritizing of these secondary repairs to you. We can either fix it, which gives us minus 20 OCI components for plus 10 authority, or we can choose not to fix it and lose 10 authority. This freaking sucks. There's an OCI upgrade that we really want that costs 70. And if I take this, I'm going to lose it, but it's such a huge morale swing. With the way they've done authority in this last patch that I think I have to spend the OCI components, which feels so bad. Ugh. Repairs are costly but popular. The Rec Room has a few new pinball machines up and running, and the rather popular Combat Fellas game is back in order. Additionally, fixes in the bathroom ensures people can flush without fear of death. Great. I was hoping we'd get like a bonus thing from one of our squad leaders, but to no avail. Oh, and then there's this asshole.
Already mingling with the locals, are we? I am sure your secretary will advise you otherwise. But take it from me. Be careful who you help out there, General Crozier. Sorry. Major Major, whoever you are, end of line.
I hate this man.
Major, we are not welcome in the Wayback. However, the Impetus is easily the fastest ship in the system. We have no political allegiances, and our Marines are an elite fighting force. Whether they like us or not, a faction refusing our assistance leaves them with the possibility that a more cooperative competitor might grow stronger. In time, all of these factions will be asking us for help lest they want to be left in the dust. As for Field Marshal Zama, do we need an intelligence report for someone who speaks to us so unintelligently?
I love that she shits
Let
on
us
him.
resume the mission, Major, and let our results speak for themselves.
Thank you very much, Hayflick. All right, that was Operation 1 on Expert. We didn't die. I feel pretty good about that. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bog. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, leave me a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Menace and many other journeys to come.